Hello everyone, Don the Crown here with a little farming video for you. This should probably be about two-part video that's like side by side with my video of mirroring my weapon here. And I kind of want to do a video that talks about how I managed to afford this weapon here. To give you an idea, this is a reflected weapon. And so in order to do this, you need a twin reflection. And so twin reflections right now are about 1800-ish. Mine cost me about 1900 with cards and stuff. And then I had about an 8000 FE fee in order to actually do the thing. You can see the video for the other one. And so it's about 27,000 FE for this weapon. It was really worth it. It boosted my damage by 500%. It's pretty insane now. We're like over, I think, 12 trillion at the moment right now without doing any real shenanigans with our skills or anything. And probably going to be able to take down the rank 20 boss hopefully soon. But I wanted to talk a little bit about how I was farming and how I made this money. And so this strategy will work, I think, both in Profound and in Deep Space. You could probably even make it work in Tier 8 and even Tier 7. And pretty much is just a absolutely brainless, just slap mods on the map and just go, go, go. You're not doing anything particularly brain intensive besides the league mechanic. And it's just really, really simple. And so what we're looking at here is Forced Dream, just guaranteed dream in just the top part here. This is pretty nice, mostly just for these cards here with the Sleepwalkers. Dream stuff is still worth quite a bit of money. Just having this is really nice. But also, this node is insane because it gives you lightning. So lightning appears in Sweet Dreams and has a 10% chance whenever you kill an elite. And because of this node, you always get 2 additional elites. So it's typically around 3 elites when you start the event. So you have a pretty decent chance of getting lightning right away. And lightning basically lowers the difficulty of whatever you're farming by like 2 whole categories. So like it makes Deep Space feel like 8-2 basically. It's a lot. It's pretty easy. Actually, it's pretty insane. I think they'll probably nerf this because like my lightning, for example, in Deep Space hits for hit cap. It hits everything for 500 billion. It just makes life really, really easy. The only difficult part is if you can't kill the elites to get the lightning, then you're kind of screwed. So you can't really like push up too high with this without having that. But it is pretty nice. If you have precise ice imbue, that has a chance to like blow up elites for you. So it can overall just be like a pretty easy way to farm and just makes life really easy. Lots of times I'll show off on stream here by just taking off my damage skill once I get lightning to show how powerful it is. I can still clear the map with just the lightning. So I think that this is a really strong series of nodes to take here. They give you a lot of value in terms of cards to show up. And then they also gives you power while clearing. Over here, this kind of just gives you a little bit of juice for the Nightmare. I think Nightmare is pretty okay if you're farming and targeting the commodity bubbles, and sometimes the memory bubbles or the card bubbles, fluorescence, can be okay. The other thing that we're doing here is what we'll call Unforced War. And so we're taking everything except for the top part. If you really want to, you can take the top part as well. But we're taking, everything except for the left side all the way over. And then, all of this to add more monsters to the map. These guys just kind of pop out and just kind of give you extra clear, extra monsters to kill, more rewards and stuff. And I do enjoy this. For compasses, I just did this over here. And so you can do Giantism to hope to get more compasses. And we're kind of targeting the cube, the machines, and the might compasses because all of these are incredibly expensive. But there's a 200 FE might compass that you can drop, which is pretty nice. And then lastly, in commodities, we're going Star Shards, Embers, and then going over here to magical monsters as well. You could do like rares or even normals if you wanted to as well. Or you could cut all this section here and go down to treasure chests. I think that's really reasonable as well. You could even possibly go and take these 4 points down here to give you a chance for Blade of Terra Obsession to show up. These guys count as bosses. You can just fill out all the candle stuff. That's fine if you want to do that. If you don't like God of War all that much, you could just drop this whole section of the tree. And you could also go and do Mistville guys. These still sell for, I think, a decent amount of money. Especially considering you can drop multiple eyes per map. So like half an FE, which is pretty good. But the thing that's really the big money here is the star shards. And a lot of people ask me, like, how do you sustain the money, or how do you sustain all this stuff to be able to farm in deep space? And star shards are really quite insane right now. So as you can see here, 2.5, 2.7, but really these are closer to like 2.9 or 3 FE per star shard. And these beacons only cost about 14 FE. So 14 FE minus 3, you're talking about 11 FE per map. But sometimes you're going to get a second set of star shards. So it's only 8 FE. And then so on top of that, the canvas gives you a lot of FE as well, especially like, you know, I've had ones where you get like 400 FE. I'd say like probably around like 150 is maybe an average if you're doing a pretty okay job of getting the stuff together. And yeah, just absolutely blasting. Now, for the most part, you, depending on how geared you are, you might want to pay attention to what you are adding to the map here. Things that are like scary for you are things that like make you do less damage is kind of bad. Even additional curse effect can be pretty bad as well. But they're really the only ones I really look out for now are the ones that give the enemies bubbles. And there is a red mod here that is negative 35% damage for enemies that are near a rare monster, which is really, really scary. Compasses are practically free. So soldier compass, this you should have like 10 trillion of. If you need a good way to kind of turn these into other better compasses, check my other video. You're kind of like probably wasting these if you're throwing them away. Veteran compasses also basically free. Elite compasses basically free. And I think I buy my war compasses about 2 FE a pop. Let's buy a whole stack of them. I noticed that I actually missed one thing. We're gonna go back here. So on the profound talent tree, I'm just taking this node here. I don't think I'm going past 45. I think I have like 40 some of these. I should double check this for sure. But I think this node is good. And then if you are not dying at all, you can go and take this major node here. But if you are dying, and I tend to be a little bit of a glass cannon and like to talk to chat and die to dumb stuff, so I don't like taking this node. The other good node you could take is potentially this one over here. It does give you more star shards, which is kind of just more money. I know a lot of people also like taking this one for more cards. These two are perfectly fine. I think that the compass one is a waste. Like 10% chance to not consume your compasses unless you're using very expensive compasses. Not worth doing. And then do not do this one. This one is really, really bad. Star shards are part of our income. They give you a lot of money back. And so do not take this node at all. And so, yeah, we'll just kind of show you kind of what it looks like here. Just pop it in. And generally I just try to run as many maps as I possibly can in hours here. And I do have some kind of like tracking of the money we made. Let's find some stuff here. This one's bad. Okay, so like this is farming from a couple days ago. So I start the stream and like didn't really check my money until like an hour in. So we had about 1,300. And then like every time I would do a canvas, I would try to like track my money again. So you can kind of just see like after another 3 hours, we've made about 2,000 FE. And then by the end of the 10-hour stream, we've made 7,400 from 1,300. So that's about 6,100. So not necessarily all that much, maybe like 600 per hour or so. But this is like with chatting, with doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and maybe not like being super hyper duper efficient and just blasting in deep space. And I think that this is nice because you can just kind of turn off your brain and grind, and it'll show you an example of what this looks like. So just activate that and then activate the nightmare here. Typically I'm looking for things that are around fluorescent bubbles or things that are around commodities. And yeah, it didn't proc, so that's nice. And so we didn't get the lightning that I was talking about here. As you can see, our damage is doing pretty okay. I should have teleport on right now because we were doing the boss. Okay, so here's the lightning, right? So I'm going to go and I'm just going to take my skill out. And you can see what I'm talking about with the lightning. And I got another lightning proc. I have no skill right now that's providing any damage at all. No skill on my bar provides any damage. It is just lightning. Oh, it procced another lightning. You can see the timer on it, right? And there we go. The map is cleared. I don't have any skill on the bar. And yeah, this is kind of just how I farmed up. Is there probably more efficient ways to go about farming? Certainly. Is this just a really, really nice way to kind of turn your brain off and just make money? It's really great. Now, things that I do want to note here is that for star shards, type shard. If you're looking at like Glacial Abyss especially, these are very, very popular. Same with Blistering Lava. Like, you know, talking 1.6, 1.7, then 1.2. But then the other regions, not so much. So like half an FE and, you know, half an FE. And so for the most part, you kind of want to focus. But you notice that even at tier 7 here, this is still worth a lot of money. And so basically getting half an FE back every single time you run a map is pretty nice. And if you like really want to do this on a budget, you can go and make it so you don't have to run the God of War compass at all. You just go and take these points up here. You can like sacrifice all of these other points and put them up here. God of War is just to help us go faster. If you don't necessarily need the speed, great. But you can definitely do this on like super duper budget where you're basically just buying beacons, and the star shards will help cover that price a lot. Hopefully this video helped you out. It will have a code in the description down below in order to load that for yourself. What you're going to do is you're going to go pro build. So you're going to click the flame, click pro build, click quick loot, and then over where it says enter build code, you can click there. You're going to paste in here. And it's really important that you don't have a space at the beginning or the end, and it'll just pop up like a thing like this. And you can click, there's a button behind me that says apply all, and it will put it on to your setup so you can see it directly there. You can assign all of the points yourself. Hope this video helps you out. Come by the stream if it did, and I hope you have a good one.